afternoon, everyone. My name is Teacher Noreen and I will be your teacher in science.
But before we start, this is the objectives of our lesson. Now,
are you ready for our new topic? So let's start with free activity titled Where Am I? So you only need to identify if this organ is for male or for female. So, shall we start?
uterus, penis, testes, ovary, glands.
So, how many correct answers did you get? And after our pre-activity, let's start our topic for this afternoon, the human reproductive system. That includes the male and female reproductive system. So first, let's talk about the male reproductive system.
Now class, listen carefully. So we will start with sperm cell. So it is one of the smallest cell in the body, and an average man can have about 5 million sperm cells in one drop, but only one is needed to fertilize an egg. Testicle, it is the main organ of male reproductive system, and it is a two oval-shaped organs. At puberty, the testes produces sperm cells and the male sex hormones called testosterone and androgens. Testosterone is responsible for the development of the male secondary sex characteristics such as body hair, muscle development, and deep voice. These traits usually appear during adolescence. Scrotum or scrotal sac is a muscular sac which is shorter when cold and longer when warm. It holds the testes and keeps the temperature of the testes slightly lower than that of the rest of the body. The scrotum contains this external spermatic fascia, testes, epididymis, and the ductus deferens. Vulvarictal gland is a tube-shaped gland and also called Cowper's gland that produces pre-ejaculatory fluid that cleans the urethra to protect the sperm. Seminal vesicle is a pair of simple tubular glands located within the pelvis that secrete fluid which partly composes the semen. It is also called seminal glands or vesicular glands. Prostate or prostate gland is a muscular gland that is found in front of the rectum and below the bladder, which produces most of the fluid that makes up the semen. Semen is a complex substance or a fluid secreted by Cowper's gland, prostate gland, seminal vesicles, and the sperm. Epididymis is a long-coiled tube where sperms undergo maturation, and its function is to carry and store sperm cells that are created in the testes. Vas deferens is a tube that leads upward from each of the testes into the lower part of the abdomen. Its function is to transfer mature sperm to the urethra in preparation for ejaculation. Class, this is the full representation of the male reproductive system.
Now that we already discussed the male reproductive system, next, let's talk about the female reproductive system. So, female reproductive system is made of different organs that includes ovary, vagina, uterus, and fallopian tubes. It is responsible for producing egg cells and supporting a developing baby inside the mother's womb.
The egg cells are the biggest cells in the female human body. It is about 100 microns in diameter or about the same diameter of a hair strand. Ovaries is the main organs of the female reproductive system. The ovaries are oval and are in the lower part of the abdomen. They produce and allow for maturation and provide storage for egg cells. Ovaries also produce female sex hormones which called estrogen, progesterone, and androgens. Estrogens are responsible for the development of female sex characteristics such as development of breast, broadened pelvis, and play a large role in the menstrual cycle. Vagina is 3 to 4 inch passageway or canal inside the female. It is a place where sperm may be deposited by the male. It also allows passage of shed endometrium during menstrual period and the baby during birth. Cervix is a short canal that leads to the uterus. It is the bottom section of the uterus that produces fluids to help sperm cell travel. It also produces mucus plug to keep out germs during pregnancy. Uterus, also called womb, is a muscular walls or a lining called endometrium and the cervix. It houses and protects embryo or a baby and allows nutrients and waste exchange with placenta during pregnancy. It also nourishes the embryo before a placenta grows. A fallopian tube is a passageway that conveys the ovum to the uterus. As the ovum moves along the fallopian tube, the union of egg cell and sperm cell can happen. Now class, that we already discussed the male and female reproductive system, let's have our first activity. This is your activity. You need to label the male and female reproductive system and identify its function. You can write your answer in your notebook. While you are answering the activity, I will give your assignment. In a piece of bond paper, you need to draw the male and female reproductive system and put the correct name for its organs.
So class, I hope that you enjoy and learn from our discussion for today. So see you on the next discussion. Thank you!